Kristy Scott, a major social media influencer with over 27 million followers, recently shared a deeply personal update about her life. On February 16, 2026, she posted a video on TikTok and Instagram reflecting on a brand new era she is entering. After years of being defined by her marriage and motherhood, she admitted to her audience that she feels like she is building her social life from scratch. While this sounds like a daunting task, Kristy was quick to clarify that she doesn't view this fresh start as a negative thing. Instead, she sees it as a necessary evolution, even if the process of starting over feels a little challenging at the moment. One of the most relatable points Kristy made was about the all-consuming nature of parenthood. She explained that when you have young children, you become completely engulfed in that specific phase of life. Your identity often gets wrapped up in being a caregiver, making it difficult to remember who you were before the kids arrived. Kristy shares 2 sons, Vance, 7, and Weston, 6, with her ex-husband. Because she has spent the last several years focused entirely on their needs, she found that she had lost her connection to me time. Transitioning back into a person who has their own independent life and interests has proven to be a significant emotional hurdle. The context behind Kristy's big life change is her recent divorce from Desmond Scott. The couple married back in 2014, but their relationship officially came to an end at the close of 2025. In January, it was confirmed that Kristy had filed for divorce, citing infidelity as the primary reason for the split. This revelation was a shock to many of their followers who had watched them grow together over the years. Ending a marriage of over 10 years is a massive shift, and Kristy's recent videos are her way of processing that grief and the logistical reality of being single again while co-parenting her 2 young boys. In a surprising admission for someone whose career is built on being public, Kristy shared that she has been struggling with social anxiety. She traced the roots of these feelings back to the COVID-19 pandemic, which forced everyone inside for long periods. Interestingly, she noted that being a social media star didn't help her anxiety. It actually made it worse. While millions see her online every day, the act of physically leaving her house and interacting with people in person became intimidating. This highlights a common modern struggle. The digital version of ourselves is often much more confident than the real version of ourselves in a physical room. For a long time, Kristy's default response to social invitations was to stay home. She admitted that her usual favorite thing was to simply lay in bed and binge-watch TV shows. Whenever an opportunity to go out arose, she would find an excuse, usually telling herself she had too much work or too many responsibilities to tackle. This cycle of isolation is easy to fall into, especially after a breakup. However, Kristy realized that while staying in felt safe, it wasn't helping her grow. She recognized that she was using work as a shield to avoid the discomfort of the outside world and decided she needed a change. To combat her anxiety and isolation, Kristy set a major goal for 2026. She wants to say yes more to life. This resolution involves keeping an open mind when friends invite her out or suggest new activities. Instead of automatically looking for a reason to stay home, she is forcing herself to accept invitations and participate in the world again. This is a common psychological strategy to overcome social fear, gradual exposure to the things that make you nervous. By committing to saying yes, she is taking the power back from her anxiety and making a conscious choice to prioritize her own happiness and social well-being. Part of Kristy's journey involves rediscovering what she actually likes to do for fun. She mentioned wanting to get back into dance, a passion she likely put on the shelf during her busy years as a young mother. She also expressed interest in trying unique activities like axe throwing, which represents a move toward being more adventurous and spontaneous. By exploring these hobbies, she is filling her me time with constructive and exciting experiences rather than just passive entertainment like TV. This shift is about moving from surviving her daily schedule to actually living and enjoying the freedom of her new schedule. While Kristy is focused on saying yes more often, she is also being very careful about her energy levels. She emphasized a quality over quantity approach to her social life. She doesn't want to go out just for the sake of being busy. She wants her social interactions to be meaningful and positive. She explicitly mentioned that she doesn't want social activities to drain her. This shows a high level of self-awareness. She understands that while she needs to be more social, she also needs to protect her peace and ensure that the people she spends time with are adding value to her life rather than taking away from it. Shortly before Kristy's video, her ex-husband Desmond shared his own side of the story via Instagram. He started by offering a public apology to Kristy and their families for the negative attention the divorce brought. He acknowledged the challenges they faced and admitted that after he initially asked for a separation, he made choices he was not proud of. This was an indirect confirmation of the infidelity allegations mentioned in the court records. Despite the mistakes he made, Desmond stated that he remains fully committed to being an active and loving father to their two sons, Vance and Weston. The situation between Kristy and Desmond appears to be a mix of public accountability and a private struggle for peace. Desmond asked for privacy and compassion as they navigate this difficult chapter, and Kristy is using her platform to inspire others to reclaim their lives after a setback. Both parents seem focused on the well-being of their children, who remain their top priority. Kristy ended her recent message by encouraging her followers to take her story as a sign to dive back into their own hobbies and self-care. It's a message of resilience, showing that even after a painful ending, there is a chance for a beautiful new beginning.